Malaysia's November 2022 inflation increased by 4% year-on-year, with food inflation continuing to be the main driver, according to the Department of Statistics Malaysia. CPI grew at the same rate in October from a year ago. DOSM said that the increase was partly driven by the increase in the price of cooked food, mainly chicken and flour-based food. It said that food and non-alcoholic beverages group continued to record increases to 7.3% versus 7.1% in October. Apart from food, DOSM said restaurants and hotels continued to show an increase to 7% against October's 6.8%. However, DOSM noted that the slower increase in inflation as compared to October 2022 for transport and furnishings, household equipment and routine household maintenance to a certain extent has eased the national inflation. Core inflation, which measures changes in the prices of all goods and services, excluding volatile items of fresh food as well as administered prices of goods by the government, grew slightly to 4.2% in November compared with 4.1% in October. For the first 11 months of 2022, DOSM said inflation has increased 3.4% as compared to 2.3% for the same period in 2021. Domestically, DOSM highlighted 4 states in the country that showed an increase above the national inflation level of 4% in November 2022, namely Putrajaya, Selangor, Sarawak and Johor. The government has decided to reduce the tariff for gas facility charges for the regasification terminal owned by Pengerang LNG and gas distribution pipeline owned by Petronas Gas. This will be for the period between January 1st, 2023 and December 31st, 2023, the first year under the second regulatory period. Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli in a press conference announced that the average base tariff for the Pengerang facilities will be reduced by 9.2% to 3.165 per gigajoule per day from 3.485 per gigajoule per day in RP1. The average base tariff for Petronas Gas's distribution pipeline will be reduced by 5.8% to 1.064 per gigajoule per day from 1.129 per gigajoule per day. Rafizi said the cabinet has also decided to maintain the average base tariff of 3.455 per gigajoule per day for another regasification facility at Sungai Udang owned by Regas Terminal Sungai Udang. For the gas distribution pipeline owned by Gas Malaysia Distribution, Rafizi said the average base tariff will also be kept at 1.573 per gigajoule per day for the first year of RP2. Rafizi gave his assurance that the latest rates have taken into consideration all reinvestments, rates of return, capital and operating expenditure requirements by the facility owners. He added that when regulators set a lower expected return for the facility owners, it is more to balance and incentivize them to focus on volume. Industronics via consortium has been shortlisted for the Kedah Aerotropolis development project worth 3.3 billion euros. The consortium comprises Industronics, Hong Kong-based stockbroking firm Bluemont Financial Group and China-based sovereign wealth fund China Investment Corp. In a statement, Industronics Executive Director Datuk Chu Boon Tiong said this shortlisting recognises the group's track record and established partners with strong financial backing, putting it in a good position to secure the planned Kedah Airport project. He added this collaboration between Industronics and its Chinese partners will gain further momentum with the reopening of China, further opening up more business opportunities for the group. Meanwhile, CIC has also agreed to support the expansion plans of Industronics' credit leasing arm TTE Electronics by investing in its microfinancing business. Chu said that with CIC coming in, it would help to enhance its brand and market position in the region, as these investments could accelerate the advancement of its credit. Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia Deputy CEO for Regulators, Captain Norazman Mahmud, has been named the new CEO of the Aviation Safety Regulator effective January 1st, 2023. He will take over duties from Datuk Captain Chester Vu Chi Soon, who has been at the helm for 2.5 years. Vu's last day of work is December 31st, 2022. CAAM Chairman Tan Sri Muhammad Khairul Adib Abdul Rahman in a statement said Norazman's appointment followed an extensive review conducted by the authority members of CAAM. Recommendations were then made to Transport Minister Anthony Loke Siew Fook. CAAM said Norazman brings with him more than 30 years of experience in the aviation industry, having previously served as the Director of Flight Operations at national carrier Malaysia Airlines prior to joining CAAM. He was also the first pilot in Malaysia to be rated on the A350 aircraft. Muhammad Khairul Adib said that Norazman has been instrumental in the effective transformation of CAAM in the past 2 years. Putrajaya MRT line Phase 2 will be fully operational from March 2023 as the construction of the line has been completed. Mass Rapid Transit Corp in a statement said that the construction of the line from the Kampung Batu station to Putrajaya Central is in the operational readiness phase. The 38.7-kilometre long section of the Phase 2 alignment consists of 15 elevated stations and 9 underground stations. On June 16th, the 17.5-kilometre long Putrajaya line Phase 1 alignment, which features 11 elevated stations from Kuasa Damansara to Kampung Batu, began serving the public. MRT Corp said that a total of 36 stations will serve the 56.2-kilometre long Putrajaya line when it is fully operational, and that passengers will be able to transfer to other existing rail lines at 10 different interchange stations. The Putrajaya line alignment will be served by 49 train sets, each consisting of 4 cars with a maximum capacity of 1,200 passengers. The exact date for the commencement of Phase 2 operation will be announced once the approval process is finalised with the relevant authorities.